Dushayantor at 7-4, Mons at 5-1, Gordy 7-1, Shantou 8-1, St Maurs 8-1. Mons coming forward now. Just getting... Kick away then, Desert Boy a little bit slow to strike, Gordy wide on the course, and Sharif Kabir is attacking, and Richard Quinn is taking no prisoners. Monzi inside, Willawanda runs a rail. Then we've got Flying Legend and Samraan and Desert Boy sitting midfield. Shantou, one of the big players, are well down the track at this stage. Dushayantor taking a very keen hold indeed, and it's Mons that's come through to take it up now. Mons the leader, to Sharif Kabir in second, Willawanda showing third, Flying Legend the outside of Samraan, then comes Gordy, followed by Dushayantor with Desert Boy running the rail. Then we have St Maurs, and the back marker is Heron Island as they race away from the pack stand. Shantou is midfield, but Mons is attacking. That's the leader by 3 parts of the length. Mons it is, to Sharif Kabir in second. Then going third is Willawanda on the outside, Flying Legend, then Shantou, then Samraan, then Gordy and Desert Boy. And Dushayantor being given plenty of work to do by Patadari, is lying in 8th place as they continue to race away from them. The only two behind are St Maurs and Heron Island now, as they continue their journey down the far side of the track, with Mons leading, to Sharif Kabir in second. The pace looks steady. Willawanda the inside of Flying Legend, then Shantou and Samraan. Then we have Gordy, followed by Desert Boy and Dushayantor, with St Maurs and Heron Island still the back markers. Mons leading at the end of the first 3/4 of a mile, just has the edge. To Sharif Kabir, with then in third place is Flying Legend the outside of Willawanda, then Shantou the outside of Samraan, then Gordy, then Desert Boy, followed by Dushayantor, and still St Maurs and Heron Island are going to be played late. They're halfway in the Pertemps and Ledger, and it's Mons who leads. To Sharif Kabir, he's striding into good effect in front of Flying Legend, stretching well the outside of Willawanda. Then Shantou sets the middle of Samraan, the blue jacket, the rail. Gordy, the starred steel jacket, on the outside. Then Dushayantor making a mid-race move now as they make the progress towards the home straight, under 3/4 of a mile to go. And it's Mons in the lead, to Sharif Kabir the outside, then Willawanda, and then Flying Legend. Gordy wide on the track, Dushayantor is pulled wide, and Patadari just starting to work along now. Desert Boy is towards the back, St Maurs is running well. Shantou, but it's Sharif Kabir that goes on now as they come down towards the 3 furlong marker. Sharif Kabir, Dushayantor, pink cap on the outside, is picking up well and moving in great strides, but it's Sharif Kabir that's got first run. Willawanda, but Patadari, is he confident on Dushayantor the outside? Shantou with a run, St Maurs is pulled wide. Flying Legend next to the rails, they've got 2 furlongs to go, and it's Sharif Kabir. Dushayantor now, he asks him to go the outside of Willawanda. Mons is coming back for more. Here comes Shantou, the white sleeve jacket, on the outside, down to the final furlong, and it's Dushayantor and Shantou. The Vodafone derby repeating itself in the Pertemps and Ledger as Dushayantor digs deep, and Shantou is putting in a big finish. Dushayantor and Shantou, as they drive to the line, it's going to be a desperately close call here, and Shantou's getting there at the post. Shantou lifts it, Dushayantor second, Samraan in third, and then Mons and St Maurs, followed by Willawanda and Sharif Kabir and Heron Island. Then Flying Legend. The last of one to finish was Gordy. Last of all was Desert Boy. And so the result of this eventful Pertemps and Ledger, it's gone to number 9, Shantou, at 8-1. Frankie Dettori has got it right. He's won his second classic, and John Gosden wins his first classic, and Shantou wins at 8-1. This one in the colours of Sheikh Mohammed is homebred, this alleged horse, and by God, he really had to work hard, because close home he prevailed and he beat Dushayantor, who was given a brilliant ride by Patadari. Third horse home was number 8, Samraan. That's the man of John Carroll having his first ride in the St Ledger, and well has he ridden Samraan. Fourth horse home, why, that was number 7, Mons, but Frankie Dettori, the triumphant winner of this, the Pertemps and Ledger. He won it last year with Classic Cliché, and he won it this year with number 9 on the card, Shantou. He had the choice of many horses in this race. He got it right.
Well, what a wonderful race, and the right man on board. Absolutely ecstatic, and I think most of his pleasure will be for the fact that his boss John Gosden has trained this horse. He's been rewarded for staying loyal to him. He had the choice, as Graham said, of riding 2 or 3 horses in this race, and different tactics today. They were in front of Dushayantor at Epsom for the Derby today. He was always intent on waiting and waiting. Pat just came along, is outside about the furlong and a half mark, and probably just holding him a little bit. And Frankie, I should think, pleased of it. I think the plan was always to come late, keep him handy, keep him sweet, but come late. And that's exactly how the race has gone.
Quite likely to kick this horse. Bit of a character. There he goes.
Well, jumps off with 3 degrees of difficulty, and a very pleased team down there. And 2 very good jockeys in the finish of this race, and it just boiled down to tactics, Jim, in the end. He waited and waited. He shouldn't think he was in front anywhere about 50 yards from the line, was he?
Yeah, Pat was waiting to make his move, and Frankie was waiting for Pat to make that move. And you saw, again, a similar situation to York. There's a steward's inquiry called. So the drama goes on. Kisses for Frankie as he goes to weigh in. And what pleasure for John Gosden. I suppose he's got to wait for the all clear. A lot of the press have taken a great delight in that he'd taken a long time to win an English Classic. Someone having a go this morning didn't even get their facts right as regards his Group 1 winners in England. So it'll be a great relief to him that the albatross, so to speak, has finally been cast from his neck. And with a horse that you have to say is a little bit of a character, but who gave his utmost today. It was a great finish, John. Let's have a look through it again.
Well, they went just a sensible gallop, nothing mad. Sharif Kabir and Richard Quinn just beginning to get down into the dry position now. Mons had always been taking him along, and the race just beginning with Ernest. Just look over on the far side. He'd been running along in snatches, Dushayantor. Suddenly he came back on the bridle for Pat. And Woolawanda, Richard Hill's just coming on the outside of Mons, but Dushayantor coming there, running away. And at this point, it's where well, they've just got a little bit close there. Samraan comes through on the outside of Sharif Kabir, and I think Mons just hanging a little bit. But now the race is on in earnest. Dushayantor is head front. He's really battled for Pat. They've both given everything, and it's the horse on the far side, Shantou, head down, head out, who showed that final burst of speed just in the last 50 yards. Some wonderful shots, and, well, the number of times you see John